Yesterday, we had a detailed conversation with Marco Rubio regarding the agreements reached by the presidents during their telephone talks on October 16th. We reaffirmed our strong commitment to proceed in accordance with the agreements made between the presidents of the two countries. We discussed the current situation with Marco Rubio and considered how we could prepare for another meeting between the presidents of Russia and the United States. It is clear that this is not about revenge, although, in this situation, revenge is also important. Given the wave of forces that do not want to see the European Union as a united and sovereign entity, one that aspires to resolve all matters within the framework of Brussels bureaucracy. What matters most is not the time or the location, but how we proceed based on the understandings reached in Anchorage. We agreed to continue these telephone discussions to gain a better understanding of where we currently stand, and how we can move forward in the right direction. I was surprised to read today, according to CNN, that the meeting between Putin and Trump might be postponed. After yesterday's conversation with Marco Rubio, I believe that US officials have come to the conclusion that Russia's position has hardly changed during the time that has passed since then, that Russia still adheres to its original maximalist demands. The lack of credibility in many Western information sources is well known. CNN is no exception. They generally prefer catchy slogans over serious analytical work, slogans simply thrown at the audience. I would like to officially confirm that Russia has not changed its position compared to the understanding reached during the lengthy negotiations between President Putin and President Trump in Alaska. That understanding is based on the agreement reached at the time, which President Trump articulated in great detail when he stated that what is needed is a long-term, stable peace. Not just a quick ceasefire that would ultimately lead to nothing. We remain fully committed to that formula, and I reaffirmed this yesterday during my conversation with Marco Rubio.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.